Hi there. I just want to go over a few things today about world meter info. I was having a discussion with my friend just the other day, and he was wanting to get needled, and we were talking about the efficacy of needling. And I told him that the needling is experimental and really it doesn't work. To his Rich's reply goes, "Prove it." So here I am, and I'm going to show him the same thing. I'm going to show you the same thing I showed him when you think about needling. So here is around December, I think 23rd or somewhere in this area right here is when they first introduced the needling, right? And there was 52 companies that claimed that their product was going to save the day from the pandemic, right? And so the first thing I pointed out to them is that one would think that creating an effective needling against the pandemic would be a little more difficult than making lemonade, but apparently it's not, because 52 companies all had the needling cure or effectiveness against the pandemic. So let's go along. So we have a huge spike afterwards. Okay, we have a huge spike that probably came from people over here getting infected because the holidays, people with family and stuff like this. And it's also winter. Remember, it's winter. Vitamin D, winter. Vitamin D helps fight against diseases and other things. And so we have a lack of it here in the Northern Hemisphere during this time, during this period. But as we progress, we're lacking holidays. There's no more holidays going into January and February and whatnot. And also we have the return of the sun. You know, the Beatles song, "Here Comes the Sun." Well, that's kind of what we see here. So we see the cases going down, down, down. We have a little spike in April. Well, what happened here? Oh, we had, spring break? So around spring break we have a spike, right? Well, daily cases go way back up, and then we swoop down, right? And this is the calm before the storm. And you see, we get down to almost a day where we have under 10,000. On June 13th, we had under 10,000 reported cases. Wow, it's great. We're going down. The needling is working. Oh wait, what's this? As we get to the end of July, we see a bump. Well, what happens in July? What happens in July? Oh, July, people like to go back out, go into the sun. But what about the vitamin D? Yeah, but they're still getting together and they're still going out. Now, vitamin D does help protect, but it isn't a absolute against the pandemic. Okay, it plays a part, but you have to remember to stay social distance, wear a suitable mask. To keep yourself safe and other people safe, spray down surfaces, and if you're going to eat food, make sure if you're going to eat food from other places, make sure the food is either sprayed down with isopropyl at 70% or cooked over 140 degrees Fahrenheit in temperature. That neutralizes, very important, neutralizes the virus. Does not kill it, because you cannot kill a virus. But anyways, I digress. Going back to this chart here, we see, a huge spike. Oh, crazy numbers in August. Well, what was happening last year before the needling occurred? Well, the numbers are relatively small compared to huge numbers, right? And you can see it. I'm not going to go over it and stuff. But what I will point out is one thing that I found interesting is, World Meter, I don't know exactly how they get their information, but however, it seems pretty consistent, and they let you know who's reported in, who hasn't reported in. So today is for me, today is November 11th. Okay, so I think this might be yesterday. So this is either November 10th or November 11th, because their servers might be on the East Coast and not here on the West Coast where I'm at. So we might be looking at yesterday's numbers. So if I click on yesterday or I click on now, I'm getting no reports for now, so I'm assuming yesterday was the 11th. So we go down and we see that there are many states not reporting their numbers. Well, why wouldn't they do that? Well, one theory is it tweaks the overall your overall total, and it brings down the average when they do this, when they don't report. So let's look at what it says in the daily new cases, and it says on the 11th there are, well, that's today, 43,596. But as you see, those weren't even filled out. We're missing over half the states above. So if we just tick it back a little bit here, I'm trying to tick it back to the 10th and see what we got going on the 10th. Oh, I thought I saw 90 something. Anyways, 90. There it is. I'm not going to touch the mouse. So on the 10th we had 94,942 new cases. And we go from 94,000 to 43. So we're not really seeing the actual number that's there. It's not. There's certain states that aren't reporting it, and unfortunately that it's bad, because you want to make an informed decision when you decide you're going to get needled or not. Okay, but if the needle is showing this kind of effects, then next year with needling we should see these numbers way over here, way up here. I don't know, maybe the same, maybe a little worse, maybe a little less, but it seems to me that the needling is not effective. This is just, and they're going to blame everything. These multi-billion-dollar companies, they're going to blame everything, and they're going to tell you how to think and what to think. So I suggest, you know what, I'm not against getting the needle. If you want to get the needle, that's fine. Just know that it's not going to protect you against the pandemic based on the numbers we're looking at here. So most people don't get this type of information, but you can look it up yourself. You can go to this website yourself. I'll leave it down in the comments. And I'm a little rough, but that's okay, because this is kind of off the cusp of trying to inform people. Okay, so thank you very much, and hope all is well. Thanks. Bye.